unpress the mute. Alright, so before we get into today's episode, a message from our sponsors. Let's go, people. Here it is. And welcome again to PC Productions Cranky Pants episode 4 of season 1. Welcome all. Let's go.
Fuck you think you're doing with that watermelon, Blackie?
I'm getting ready to submit my application for the next rap god.
You rap god? Please don't. You got 10 minutes, Blackie. Don't fucking imagine.
Good evening. Over the course of the next 10 minutes, I will submit my application for the next rap god. Enjoy the festivities. My name is Dax. Listen, when I rap, what that shit is poetical. I break rules, I've never been ethical. Need condoms, niggas all on my genitals. I'm the best, get it straight like a heterosexual to the decimal. Similar but never identical. High rap, different, where my shit is illegible, but credible, flexible, intuitive, and never forgettable. If you stepped on me, that's very regrettable. Fuck it, the rhetoric. Raps like pussy, I will never go celibate. Raps like pussy, when I touch it, I'm delicate, so in tune with the elements. Big dick bars, yeah, it is a prerequisite. No OG has ever given inheritance to my relevance. 10,000 hours is qualified me for arrogance. Equivalent to white boys shooting up schools and Americans are calling them terrorists.
Some people gotten out with their lives early, you know, and considering like Bill Cosby's age, getting out of jail now is probably a good time rather than another year or two, because definitely prime time's over for him, I'd have to say, on a side note anyway. But he's already talking about getting back into shit with a goddamn salute. What has the fucking salute got to do with the price of fish? Just on a side note, people, you know, that's like me saying salute and showing you a picture of goddamn Hitler doing Hail Hitler. I mean, you'd say that's some racist shit, and someone else would say, but he wasn't talking about racist shit. That's like playing incarceration. No. He was roofing people. He's been found innocent, Mr. Pants Cranks, or whatever your Cranky Pants names is, sir. Well, I beg your pardon. Well, then, I must be lost, and sorry if I sounded like Harry / I don't know, the prince gets away with wearing goddamn... Oh, wait, no, he didn't. That was socially unacceptable then. Just on a side note, people, you have to ask yourselves, imagine if Hitler went up to... Look, because I'm like half Polish, half German. You get my drift? Okay, so I'm fucked up, bro. I'm really fucked up. But imagine if Hitler was sick, because clearly Hitler was sick, okay? Like a sicko. Like, I don't know about Bill Cosby being sick, but Hitler was a sicko. And imagine if he actually was healed as soon as he sort of left this premise in this world, regardless of how you believe in the afterlife, and was healed by, say, God or something, but God's like, yeah, but that's not enough, bro, because you really screwed up. You really screwed up. Do you think it's been enough time of him, say, repenting to get into heaven? You have to ask yourselves that, don't you? Because it's a longer period of time than he lived as an adult on the earth to begin with. And if he was truly sick, because someone has to be sick to commit goddamn genocide, then you know, rally the troops, people. I don't know if I'm making any sense, if I'm trying to make you think about things in a different light and understand that, you know, it's not always fun and games when it comes to my stuff as well. I'm not always trying to take the piss. I'm trying to, you know, make sure that people are, you know, wisening up, because what the hell is going on in the world as we know it today? Come on, let's go. Anyway, I can't really be saying that sort of stuff. And we're getting off topic here. I just realized that I was crapping on about a new fucking episode potentially. But definitely touching on some trigger points that will get a bit of outrage and a bit of, I'd say the wrong type of steam frothing people frothing at the mouths, you know, rapidly raped, and potentially on the attack. So I don't want to get myself in hot water. So we're going to end that topic before it's begun, and we shall continue on.
What do you mean you don't have my fucking car? Bro, there's only 2 people that can have the shit. Look, it's either you or...
Yo, Jordan, let's go, man.
Literally taking away the signs. And that's the point when it comes to nanny state. As a nanny state, you know, you have to debate how bad Victoria is when, you know, like, at least they're doing stuff that is legitimately seen as trying to curb people's enthusiasm. On the other hand, we got New South Wales and more speed cameras coming into play. More speed cameras, literally times goddamn 3 amounts of speed cameras they're discussing being put into fruition on our streets, on our roads, and guess what? Signs away. What do I mean by that? The signs will be put away so that you are entrapped while you're speeding, to be unaware of the fact that there are speed cameras in every bloody vicinity out there, ready to catch low-level speeding. It went from, I believe the figures were like 200,000 to over 15 million or something like that, regarding a time frame from the implementation of a set amount of speed cameras. So you're telling me this ain't a money grab goddamn scheme? So I can't be too hard on Victoria for being a nanny state, because we want to set a example for the rest of the world, but if possible, but at the same time, and we definitely have done so when it comes to containing the outbreak of COVID and whatnot. Goddamn, I hate lockdowns. This is part of why I'm hot under the collar. But the New South Wales government, on the other hand, you know, maybe should take a bit more of an example from Victoria rather than rubbing stuff in when, you know, shit's going astray like it's a competition always. You know, Sydney to Melbourne, it's not always a competition, people. It shouldn't be a competition on our streets. Let's get back into PCP's Cranky Pants episode 4 of our current topic material at hand before we lose ourselves too much. Let's go.
Oh, motherfucker. How'd you get my shit?
Don't worry about that.
Man, pissing me off today, I'll tell you that.
I'll teach you how to drive this bitch.
I want a Rari, I'm feeling godly. Wonder how much that gon' cost me, they feeling saucy. Niggas know that I'm a problem, they'll never solve me. If you came and start some drama, then bring an army. I've been going fucking fast and it got me swerving. I know that I'm a child of God, but they want me cursed. I've been trapping out the Ozark, I'm already burdened. And I've been hard at working, ho, you just hardly working. If it wasn't for this rap shit, I'd be moving kilos. Front to back from my connecting, cop a few casinos. Used to fake it till I made it just to boost my ego. Stashing money in my shirt, they thought I grew some chichos. Oh no, I got some new wheels, Tired of kids, they think that we in school still, Play me, you gon' find out how the two feel, Fuck around and you gon' find out who's real, Ooh, yeah, Zim up.
Like, for example, you know, on a side note, if you wanna have a nation quit smoking cigarettes and not have that ill effect of cigarette harm on the health system that it is, directly relating to heart disease and cancers and whatnot, and shortness of breath, let alone life, then it's simple. Eradicate it from the age of 18. 18-year-olds cannot buy the product full stop, or you have to be 18 to buy it. So anyone from not the age of 18 technically is not smoking cigarettes, true? And they can get a cop in the ass if they are, frankly. And it's simple, you outlaw it, done. That means as you get older, so you've outlawed it for anyone 17 and under, and as they turn 18, it's outlawed. It's phased out. When by the time they're 30, get me? Okay? There's going to be the next generation that grows up and doesn't even know of its existence in the country. Do you understand? But they won't do it because it's all about the taxes, goddamn taxes, the base and the taxes. No, but it's all about the taxes and the revenue that they're raising from it on the side while holding people accountable and trying to do government enforced ads that depict, you know, graphical damage to the human body as a result of your own choices and the burden that you are on the health system. The hypocrisy. It's the flavor of the month. It's what they do. That's how our politicians act. And I'm sort of fed up with it. We are fed up with politics in that manner of speaking. And on a side note, I hope that the next Australian Prime Minister is actually elected and we get a chance to elect the bloody he or she, whoever it is, because I'm getting sick of waking up the next morning and hearing it's a goddamn eruption in the political party and someone else has been elected goddamn leader. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's continue on. PCP, brought to you by 1045 Studios. My name is Pants Cranks, and welcome to Cranky Pants, episode 4. Let's go.
Who got the keys to my motherfucking Beamer, bitch? I used to dream of this. I ain't that nigga.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh shit. Did you see that dirt pile just jump right out in front of us? I was getting into it.
Yeah, but you don't just crash people's fucking cars, Mark.
It was shit is talking about swerving everywhere and
yeah, but
all this shit. I was like back in the day, man. I smoke something up, light it up.
But you don't crash my car, Mark.
Are you okay?
I'm good, but
this shit could get fixed.
No, you just crashed the whole shit.
Well, let's get another one.
I always remember like Tokyo Drift as well, for some reason. You only remember it because of that one scene. What scene? Where the chicks are like all schoolgirls like fucking dressed up, you know what I mean, like Asian local hoes and shit, you know, with the knee-high socks and shit. And it's like, yeah, that scene. Like, do you even remember that scene? No, I just remember that split-second marketing line that gets every fucking guy. My name is Mike Lowry. That's what I'm talking about, people. Welcome to PC Productions, episode 4 of Cranky Pants, season 1, people. I've just got some, I've got what we probably say is a classic movie currently, a classic movie on in the background, or just a mixed beat that, in fact, I'll pop it on with the audio track with today's episode so you guys can reminisce as well with me as we, I guess, get into PC Productions episode 4 of Cranky Pants, season 1, people. Let's go. Thank you again joining PCP with Cranky Pants episode 4. How cool are Autobahns? I swear, Germany, 600 kilometers, done like that. You know, like I coming from Melbourne, Australia, we got like 1,000k driving from here to Sydney. That's going to take you. It's going to take you like a bit of time. On the other hand, you know, thinking about Poland, for example, 600 kilometers on Polish roads, that is going to take you a lot of time as well, because those potholes every second bloody meter, you know, like they ain't got autobahns like suddenly going over the border from Poland to Germany. You're going to find yourself, you know, elevating from 100k to 200 to 300 tops, you know what I mean? And 300 is realistic. Don't think you're going to go any faster than that. But I do remember specifically even taking a tour from one country to the other, and my first experience as a youngster on those autobahns, it was a moment that I do remember to this day. And we were literally on a bus, and everyone is in the left lane, and that's how you're meant to drive unless you're in the fast lane and you're driving fast. It's as simple as that. And the rules there have to apply. And I tell you why, because what we saw was literally this. Ding, 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 ding. That was it. And that's the life on an autobahn. You get me? So if you're in the wrong lane, you understand you're causing a serious collision to occur. And who cares about the fact that the guy was behind you and it's their fault for being too close? You're not meant to be in that right lane. And it should apply here in this, what is a facetiously, I'd probably say, governed nanny state of Victoria, where even our F1 stars can't bloody do burnouts on the middle of the street to celebrate their, you know, Australianness / world-class standards in, you know, being able to control these vehicles that we sit here, you know, but that's the point. You know, we had Webber, we had Hamilton in recent, and you know, when you think about it, using those examples, they ain't that far gone regarding, you know, being pulled up by the nanny state police men and women. Thank you for protecting our nation, but at the same time, the devastation of the nanny state that is Victoria. You know, our F1 stars being booked for overzealous behavior rather than given passes. Should they be given passes in a hypocrisy / you know, like as a policy? You know, you get me. Maybe not. But come on, guys. Like, you know, as soon as they're on the track and they win the race, they're doing something much more fast and bloody furious. Pardon the pun, people. And a shout out to Fast and Furious. After all, it is now 20 years since the making of that movie. And it's not as if I personally myself ain't been driving fast as a kid at times, but within reason, people, coming from these autobahns, coming from experience, it's something that you have to understand is a very requirement of high responsibility to be taken into action and into fruition, because responsible driving is very, very important, people. I don't want to be lecturing you, but yeah. And that brings us to the incident itself. And like by that I mean, you know, like I swear I had footage of myself, and I was going to leech it out to you all. You still wouldn't have, I guess, seen me face, but you would have seen myself walking out in the flip-flops in the middle of the night, ranting and raving, cursing and splurging, you know, random swear words all over the place, because some maniacs decided to, in a residential side street, you know, just start to rip up burnouts. And I mean to the degree that the person's bloody car wasn't strong enough to rip a burnout, that they actually mounted the curb itself to add gravitational pull to the wheels so that they stick more, so that they could stick the burnout, and they were aware that they had to do this to get those wheels spinning. That's the type of burnout that had occurred, and it literally happened the moment I fell asleep, and I struggle to sleep at times. So that means that, waking up at 4 o'clock the next morning to go to work was looking like it was going to be a nightmare. So I knew I was going to have to be dealing with performance issues, and I was going to have my my alibi, I should say, ready and waiting, pertaining to a quick post, considering I wasn't going to be falling asleep anytime soon after that sort of shenanigans. But that's what I'm talking about. That's an incident. But then to top it all off, people, look, I don't know how to say this. There was an incident coming home as well. And that ripped wonders, because I ended up coming home and crashing straight away after work that day. And I woke up to the morning news, and the morning news went a little something like this. Sitting in my bed looking at the time beach, hits myself, my lights wet, starts to swell, beats of light start to merge with the dusk as the afternoon starts now starts settling, becoming one fucking past the sunlight now being replaced by the evening light. Finally it's Thursday night, all the traffic is returned home until the morning light on the dark Princess Highway Permitting Committee hanging in the air. The summer's finally hit, not even this sitting on board of a breath of morning, yeah. Cruising down the road, coasting in my car, got the breeze through my friends were all my blood exits, yeah, the race starts to fucking sing, elation always as our pods breathe now. The darkness starts to overcome me. From dusk till dawn, our machines will start to sing. The road lit up, shallow beams of light that are protruding from our machines tonight. Right type of darkness only exists in the eyes when God's light is shed upon oneself. With a power supreme, the light itself has become the darkness, messing with you alone, not the consequence of the actions that you drove. Race to the beat, probably as the beats couldn't even fucking be heard from the blaring of the engine. Sparks couldn't handle much more, throwing the car to its limits with that music to your ears. If only you realised what you drove, only for a moment the consequences have risen up to you in droves. You may have discovered destruction you wouldn't really cause, and I will try to see considerable sort of death, pain, heartache being brought to others by the time the morning light would have arrived. Breathlessness, invigorating morning breeze for your harsh Melbourne summers. For now you just fucking died, now for yourself, but for our and your fucking fella man. The death of destruction, 2 families, maybe 3. If you had bought yourself and turned your own family, consider that while it stings, but the stench is only yours, because surveil was much before you act, racing down the road for the purpose of probably residing from the pressure of your bros. Ask you where are they now? Now you're rotting in prison, heartless scum, trying to deny your sentence, making excuses for your actions. At least we're having the chance of breathing the morning air. If only for forward, consider that the night leading to the events of dismay you created this evening. RSK, consider that for your fucking thoughts. Peace. And that's what I'm talking about, people. Literally, if you saw the image associated with that, I'd say that poor rendition of some verses I ended up stringing together, just articulating the way I was feeling at the time. Because the guy, on top of everything, literally... And it's been a while. It's been enough time to speak about it in a way that doesn't seem as sensitive as I would have been at that stage, because I knew at least one of the gentlemen that literally died in that car collision there, and it's serious shit. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to responsibility. It's serious, and it makes you think twice when you see that stuff, because I literally. The next morning, I am I had back-to-back shifts as well. So that's why I'm listening out for the morning traffic. This was a Thursday through to a Friday night. Okay, and I was doing both Thursdays and Fridays closes / opens. Okay, when I was working at the good old supermarket once back in the days, and you know, that's the carnage I saw. And what had occurred was a guy walking the street, walking the main road, the highway, crossing the highway at the lights with his doggy, with his pet dog in the middle of the night, get mowed down by a guy going through the red lights at the third busiest intersection in Melbourne in the middle of the night, or shy of just before, I believe it was 12, about 11 or so, because in the morning, on a side note, I'm hearing that the police are looking to question someone in a silver car. A silver car, my car perhaps. I had a silver car at that stage, and I was listening to the time frames, and it turns out that I had driven past that intersection prior, and there's more than one silver car, so it equated to. It wasn't me specifically, but 10 minutes before the incident itself had occurred. And on top of driving through that poor fella walking his dog and taking him out, that guy used to shop at the supermarket. He took out a whole family of people coming back from a family occasion where the only survivor was, I guess, miraculously one of the youngest children, and the 3 other passengers in the car died. So 4 people and a dog died that day, while a child was left without a mother and a grandmother as well. So that ended up being and this, look, I have to drill it home because these guys think it's fun and games, okay? I'm hearing the blaring of the engines on these Thursdays and Fridays nights, now still to this day from where I live, from the vicinity of the main highway. And these kids think it's just, you know, they have to wisen up, you know, take it to the track, have the safeties in place and that. Don't do this, because the stuff happens, incidents like this occur. And I had to witness that on top of that, because it turns out that the car with the major victims in place who were taken out were actually part of the church that was just around the corner, the Greek Orthodox church near my place as well. And I saw when the funeral was occurring as well, because I drove past that ironically as well. So it really got rubbed into my face. And this is a few years back now, but it does resonate, and it resonates because of the loss of life and the appreciation of life I have as an older individual nowadays. But you have to understand that, you know, with great power, pardon the pun, comes great responsibility, people. And I ain't one to shy away from a bit of a frivolous, heavy foot, but it has to be done within reason. Okay? So I hope you guys got something out of this short episode of Cranky Pants, episode 4, PC Productions, people, brought to you by 1045 Studios. Please hit the like and or subscribe button for more of this banter of mine, be it in this hopefully enlightening way that makes you think differently about the way you literally drive at night, especially around my bloody area. At least have some common courtesy and keep it off the fucking small streets, you know what I mean? Or do you justify it as doing it on the small streets so that you don't do it on the big streets? Like, what is it? You know, that's what I'm saying. Grow up, people. Grow the hell up. And yeah, peace out. Bye. And on a side note, you know, big influence in my life, great movies, a lot of fun, Fast and Furious, classic has become, it's been 20 years, and not 20 years to the day, but it's been a few years now as well. So you know, remember, it's real shit, guys. Rest in peace, Paul Walker as well. Peace out, y'all.